is here. Let me find you. It's terrible that I lose my own live each and every week. That wasn't what I wanted. I can't see a thing on this phone. I'm sorry, y'all. I am trying to find my channel where I can find this. Let me make sure I got the volume down. There we go. Now, pop up, Karen, where I can see it. I can't see anybody here. I see Dee. Nana Michelle, hello, hello, hello. And who else? I love you, Dee. Lisa, the Grammy Scattered. Froggy, Jen, how you doing, sweetie? Samantha Stewart, hello, hello, and welcome, welcome. Okay, I'm going to pop this out. I got Froggy Winter Knitting. I love that name, Jen. I don't think I've ever told you about it, but I just always got so tickled when you first came on. I first saw your name, and it was Froggy Winter Knitting. That was so cute. And I got Samantha Stewart here, and Lisa, the Grammy Scattered, and Nana Michelle Crochets, and the one and only Granny D. I got in a real crazy mood last week with Granny D, and hey, Janelle and Glenda Humphreys. Hello, sweetie. Laura Lee. Hey, my sweet friend. Michelle McDavid. Hello, hello, and welcome, welcome. Carrie, hello. Christy Yarnbarf, I hope you're feeling a little better. If not, just lay back and rest and relax. And Pamela Morrison and Mama G Gear. Hello, hon, and welcome. And there is Flower Crochet Creations, aka Tammy Crawford. And we're all doing a squirrel raid. And Dinky Crafts Jennifer, Tracy Carr, hello, hello, and Becky Brown. And I hope you're feeling good, sweetheart. And Michelle Underwood, hello. Donna G, welcome, welcome. And Miss Bridget, that's just fine. You just lurk away. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, now have I missed anybody? Flower Tammy, Mama G, Pamela Morrison, Yarnbarf, and Glenda, and Laura Lee, and Carrie. And I hope you're feeling good tonight, too. And Janelle down from Florida. And Glenda in West Virginia. Let me tell y'all the story. I got a few cute little short Hazel stories that I must tell y'all. I got to. Hey, Pessam McCarty. Hello, hon. And welcome. And you know that I butchered your name. And Deneen, welcome, welcome, hon. And Suze, Suze, welcome. I got some new little things on this Chromebook trying to copy. Y'all have moved already to South Carolina? Well, I have lost track. Glenda, I am so sorry. I didn't know that. And hello, Judy, and welcome. And hey, 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 Marianne. You're lurking, that's fine. I was going to tell our story about this row counter here. And Deanne Spencer, hello and welcome. If any of y'all saw my video on when I got the box, the carousel box that the Zoom ladies were doing, I told y'all that I got a row counter. And that I was sure that Marianne probably made it. But at the time I showed it, I did not know where that row counter was. Because Hazel had been over. Hey, Daniel, the Paul Ply guys, how are you? Welcome. And I said, well, I'm sure I'll find it, you know, somewhere around the house. She was here, and I'm sure that, you know, she's right on the Georgia border, Glenda. Well, great. So I'd moved some stuff around and didn't see the row counter, and I told Marianne I talked to her and she told me that, you know, she did make it. And I said, well, I'm sure I'll find it. Hazel's just had to have moved it somewhere. Hey, Angela Wright, welcome. And hey, Alyssa, nice toy box. So I got a text one morning and it was from Mary Ann and she said, have you seen Billy, the Crafty Floridian's video about the carousel box? I said, oh no. So I said, no, I'll go watch it real quick like. So I go over to Billy's video and there she is. She had the row counter. Hazel had put it right back in the box. Hey, Rachel King, welcome, welcome. I evidently had put it back. I'm going to turn this air where it will be a little colder. If it bothers y'all, let me know when I'll go find a fan or something. But there Billy was with the little sack and saying how she loved that row counter. And I said, oh no. So Mary Ann said that she would make me another one. I said, hon, you don't have to do that. And Mary Ann had been having some trouble with her wrist or outside of her wrist there. I'll let Mary Ann at a later date tell y'all exactly what it was, but she's getting better and she made, so last week came this beautiful row counter from Mary Ann. Isn't that so pretty? And you just, as you're crocheting, go down through there and it's got 10 little beads and you can go up and down with them and count your rows. Real nifty. See, you can do it there with one hand. I love it. Hey, Pam, welcome. So, Mary Ann made me another one. And thank you so much, Mary Ann. That just means the world to me. But Miss Hazel decided that it came out of that box, so I guess it needed to go back in that box. Oh, goodness. Hey, Grammy Colleen, how are you? And welcome. And Deb's Deb's Crochet and Knit Cafe. I'll get it right, Deb. Sorry. Oh, Rachel, I did say hey to you up there, didn't I? And Elaine Brown, welcome, hon. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you all. And if y'all will, please hit the thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. I got stuff all around my feet here. I'm trying not to hit everything. And there's Amy, Crafted Adventures with Amy. And I'm doing a quick little run, and I probably still left somebody out. But Hazel and her mom and daddy and big sister, hey, Teresa Harp, welcome, hon. Went to West Virginia this weekend, and let me go back. Last Monday night, I told y'all that Mr. Knott had went to watch Hazel's older sister in a band concert. Well, Hazel just turned 3 last week, and Hazel really, she was born in May of 2019. So she was just getting up ready to crawl and walk and know everything time COVID hit in 2020. So Hazel had been kind of confined to the house. She did this year start to the Montessori school for, of course she was 2, it was a class for 2-year-olds. She's had so much fun, and it's done her a lot of good getting out and being with other kids. Hey, Susan, Party On with Yarn and Crochet, and Margaret G, welcome. Thank y'all for coming by. But she's just now beginning to get to go places and do things. Well, at the concert, Mr. Knott came home and said, well, Hazel didn't make it. Hey, Jens, how are you, hon? And Lori Armstrong, welcome. He said that he got there and waved at her. He was sitting, I think, right close by, and said, here in a minute. She is down there dancing and playing and got a little too loud, and her mama told her. Well, she did not listen, and so her mama goes outside, and Mr. Knott said, all the way up the aisle, they were down pretty close to the front, said it was, no, Mama, I don't want to go outside. So now getting around to this wedding, I get a phone call about 3:30 Saturday afternoon, and I knew the wedding started at 3, and I was like, what in the world's happened? So I answered the phone real fast, and I hear this screaming baby on the phone. And her mother says, Hazel's not being nice. You want to talk to her? So I'm asking her what in the world is wrong with her and why is she so upset? And she starts saying that she wants to go in the wedding. Then she hollers out, Mama, I want to go to the wedding, please. She's got the word please down pat, that if it's please, she thinks she gets whatever she wants. Well, this weekend, poor little Hazel, I hope, learned a very good lesson of when her mama tells her that she's not going in somewhere, if she doesn't be quiet, that she has to learn to be quiet, because Hazel thinks that she can do whatever she wants to do. But she was just a sight. But little Miss Lady just, that's fine. Billy just seemed very pleased with the road counter, so I was glad that she got it anyway. And then I got another one, so thank you, Mary Ann. I also got a few other things this week. First of all, let me show y'all, I ordered some stuff from Hirschner's, and I forgot how much this hook was. This is just one of the acrylic boy hooks. And this, what was interesting about this hook, on the website it said it was a J. Well, a J to me is always a 6mm because that's what all my other hooks are. This came and I looked at it and it's got J, but it's got that it's a 7.75mm for a J. So I had never seen one, I don't know if y'all can see that had a 7.75, but that's what their J hook is. But it's a pretty hook. It's just, you can see the little air bubbles in it there. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to use it. It's a lot better. It's not just a straight inline hook where the tip is just, you know, real strong down through there. So I might be able, I had some thin yarn I was crocheting with, and I just did it to see if I could do a chain, and it may work, but I just bought it because I didn't have any of them, and I thought I would get one. Hey, Charlene, how are you doing, hon? I was fixing to say Charlene, and it just, it didn't come out. And Susan Hebert, hello, welcome. Along with that order, I got a few more of the little individual mini cakes because I wanted to have, after I do all my blankets, I got to thinking I may have got it narrowed down to where I just use them all up, and I said I want at least one left, you know, with most of the cakes. So I got a few more of those, which were just one, but I piled them in the sack over here. Hello, another day in paradise. How are you doing? And welcome down on the Gulf Coast. I love the Gulf Coast. But I also got one of these Red Heart It's a Wrap. And let me tell you about it. That's the way it looks. It's a beautiful cake of yarn. This Red Heart It's a Wrap has several different types of it's wrapped. I knew that there was some, but I just never really looked at a lot of them. So these were on sale, and I just got this because I have one cake of this that I was gifted, and I thought, well, I may need another one to do something, maybe a bigger project. Hey, Wanda, Crochet Done My Way with Wanda, and hey, Barbara Riggle Baker from your little corner of Kentucky. I hope you're doing okay this evening. But this It's a Wrap is a super fine one, and it's 50% cotton and 50% acrylic, and there are 1,100 yards in each cake. And I was trying to see, but I don't think if it is the little fibers together, they're spun together. I think that's just a single little fiber. That's a fine number 1, and it is. I don't know that y'all can even see that, but it is a fine number 1 for sure. But I love this. The name of this one is Comedy, and that fits it very well. But I got that. Those all came from Hirschner's along with those cakes. And I don't know if I told y'all I bought some cakes. I did because I got some of these from Janelle, but hey Cynthia, welcome, and Diana, welcome. I had bought these on Etsy, and they got stuck in Austell, Georgia, which is about 30 miles from me, going from where I live up Interstate I-20, going towards Atlanta, and they went from the main post office where everything comes in on the southeast side of Atlanta, and then went over there to a place, and they had been there since before my birthday because they were supposed to have been delivered on my birthday. But one day last week, these came, and they're the little red heart minis, and they're the ones that are Icicle is the name of them. Janelle sent me some, which was so sweet of her to do, so I had plenty if these hadn't came, but now I can make something a little bigger. I can always make stuff a little bigger, so. Hey, Autumn, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. And Quilty Crochet and Linda, hello, sweetheart. Welcome. I've been roaming around the internet looking for Avalon yarn, and I found some. I found a couple of, this one's coming apart. I don't think Hazel's been in here. I don't know who tore that apart. Of course, there's other people comes in and out of this house too, so I can't blame it all on Hazel. But I didn't go and get my papers out, and they have them right here. Let me see if I can find the right ones with the right colors on them, because I was looking at them. I just started looking at them the other day to find out what colors I needed and didn't have. Yeah, here these are the yarn I love, the Cascade Avalon, which is 50% cotton, 50% acrylic. And this color right here is called Wild Orchid. It's a pretty, pretty pink. But the name of it is Wild Orchid. I got a couple of hanks of these. I think I got that same color last week. And then in another shipment, which I first thought last week, these were the ones I was getting. But I got these. Oh, let me find the name of them to tell y'all right. I hate telling people the wrong. No, I had all of those papers, I thought, but evidently I don't have that one. Anyway, I found some of the lighter, and I believe it's candy pink. It's they're number 40. They must have had every color in the world when they started out with this yarn. I just wish I had, I don't know what it is about, there's a lot of yarns out there that are 50% cotton and 50% acrylic, but this is the chainette stitch, the way it's constructed. I doubt y'all might see it better just if I show you, but they are, each strand is like it's a little chainette, and it just crochets up to be so good, and it's a relatively soft, it's not just ultra soft, but after you crochet with it and wash it, it really does soften up and gets, I mean, it's for wearables. I've been making blankets out of it, but these two pinks look so pretty together to me. Hey, Santana. Welcome. Oh, Charlene, I don't know where the best cotton deals are. If you want just full-weight cotton for making stuff, there's that place that I bought mill-ins from called Giftworthy. They have mill-ins from, actually, I believe it's from like the Yarn Inspiration stores, all of theirs, the Burnett, Karen, I don't know which all they come from, but the Spin Right store up in Canada, I think she gets a lot of mill-ins from them, which that would come from those type companies. But you can get some beautiful mill-ins, you know, from her. I will try to link her website down below when I get off here. If I don't and somebody wants it, y'all can always email me. My email's always down below in the description box. But and then you just have to look and see the other yarns. I love the Cascade Pima Cotton, the Pima Cotton that is the Cloudborn and the Cascade, plus the Barocco. All of their Pima Cottons are, I don't know if I could tell a difference if you blindfolded me and asked me to, you know, because they're all soft and, you know, I love them all, so. But I just went back and decided to look in some of these little shops that didn't have a lot of the Cascade and see if they had, mainly I was looking for some more of the blue, and I did find some more of this color, which is enamel blue. And y'all, I wish that I knew if this showed up as pretty of a color, because on my screen what it looks like, it's not showing anywhere near as pretty as what I'm, you know, what I'm looking at in real here. But it's beautiful. And then I found another couple of the Blue Radiant, which is the lighter blue. And then I bought some more Jasmine Green. Where's Madonna? Madonna running late. But I got that Jasmine Green. And then the store that I bought this pink, and I'll try to go back and remember, these little stores, they have very little left. One of them has some dark brown. Hey, Tina Bailey, welcome. Hey, Cynthia King, welcome, welcome. Welcome, all of y'all. And if y'all will, don't forget the thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. But there's a, I went back because I was trying to see. There's a few that has some left, but the colors that are left, one lady had some different greens, and one or two of them with the blues. They only had, one store had like 2 in it, one store had 1 of them in it. So I just went around picking up what blues I found. So, hey, D Creative Hands Crochet, thank you so much for coming. Green's your favorite, Jens? Well, that's good. I like greens. I love Christmas greens and reds together, and I love greens mixed in with different things. I don't know if I would say that I would make something just to pick green and say, yes, this is going to be solid green. I like green, but I don't guess it's one of my go-to. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I like blues, purples, and reds. But one color that I knew they had, that I had found I had found a couple of hanks of them back when I first started buying some, and I have not found the name of this color. One thing said it was like sandlot or something to do with sand, but it's just a light tan. It's a real pretty beige on the tan side. I really like it, and it looks nice to go with things. You finished a gingham lap, Gann? I want to do a gingham, but well, Charlene, if you need just some, that mill-ends cotton would be great for that, and it's gift worthy. If you just type in gift worthy, she's got like a pound of I'm trying to think if she has any mix boxes or. Hey, Laura, I saw you pop up down there. You finally made it. Yes, you did, sweetheart. Thank you so much. You missed the green, Laura. Sorry, I didn't have any orange of this. But that's a fairly, if you've got a lot to make, that's a fairly cheap way of getting some. You might, if you want different colors, just go to different places, because different places has different yarns on sale. Hey, Bree, welcome. I also got some yarn in from Expression Fiber Arts. They had said that they're, I think I told y'all last week, they said when they've got 2 different kinds of Pima cotton right now. One's got the alpaca in it, and one has just the Pima cotton and lila silk. And so they said what they've got in the shop now, evidently, with the Pima cotton, when it's gone, that's gonna, it. And I didn't hear if they were talking about both kinds, but this first one is this It's got 69% Peruvian Pima cotton and 31% lyocell. And it's, I'm going to just let y'all read it because I'm not going to start butchering names. This is the group of the yarn, and then that's the name of this pretty teal color right here. I got it in that color, and I got it in this pretty red, and that's beautiful. Laura is hollering at everybody so y'all can hear her from Alaska. And then I got it yeah, this is the same. Then I got it in this pretty purple. Now I've lost something, y'all. Maybe this was the other over there. All of this is the 69 Peruvian Pima cotton, and then it's 31% lyocell. And I didn't tell you there's 548 yards in each hank, and they are a fingering weight, and it's hand wash only and lay flat to dry. All of these are that. I got some way I ended up with 3 hanks of this, which is fine with me, and 2 hanks each of the other. They also had a oopsie yarn, and the oopsie yarn was their pearlescent fingering weight, which is 50% superwash merino and 50% mulberry silk, and it is in the fingering weight. There's 550 yards, and it's, I don't know what their name of this was, but it's a beautiful black, and I don't know if the oopsie part was meant that it's got this bit of gray. There's a little gray up here, but there's a little gray on the end up there. I don't know if the intended original hanks were supposed to just be solid black, and that's why this fell into the oopsie category, but I think that made it look beautiful. I loved it. I think it's gorgeous. Hey, Chris, welcome. I was just checking. I thought I had something else over here, but I guess that's what I've got over here. Oh, I was going to show y'all. I'm going to do a video. Laura showed y'all on a video this past week of her finished shawl of the copycat. It was the, hey, Billy, the Crafty Floridian. How are you, hon? Welcome. Hey, Jennifer Simpson. Welcome, welcome. So she showed y'all her finished shawl, and I'll do a video this week. I'll probably do it after I get off here tonight, and then post it this week and show y'all my finished shawl. Because we both got through with our shawls, and Laura got through in plenty of time. I'm just sitting here and trying to get this back in so I won't have just a total mess when I get through here. I was making sure I wrote down in my little book today all the yarn and what I had so I wouldn't forget it. I said, you better make yourself a note where you will show them the yarn. I thought I had put it all over here, and I did, because I don't see anything else that I wrote down. But I was going to show y'all what I've been making this week. And I should have went back and got the shawl pattern that it was a lady, I watch her patterns a lot, or tutorials I flip through and watch things that she does, but I have forgotten her name. It's not somebody that I just right off the bat know. But I went to her channel and just looked, because I knew she had, I think she had 2 different kinds of half circle shawls. And I did this one kind of, well, I did it the way that I can't think of what I'm trying to say, the primary construction of it is like hers, but she did it just all in double crochets, I think. She did a whole shawl like that. Well, I get real tired of doing double crochets or any stitch just over and over and over. So I've put other stitches in it. I don't know if y'all can tell by what, maybe if I go back and fold it in. Well, let me show you what it looks like here. It's done in the Hobie cake and the Sultan Hobie cakes. This is the part I've got left to finish on the bottom part of the shawl here. It's going back into the darkest color that started out with, but it has, I just went in and did several rows. I started out with double and triple crochets. See if y'all can see some of the, you can't see it probably. I started out just with double and triple and was swapping out, and then I started doing, I did 3 or 4 rows of triple, and then I did 3 or 4 rows of double, and then I put some half doubles in there. I've got half doubles, doubles, and triples, and they're just all sprinkled in the shawl wherever I wanted to put them. Hey, Taffy, Ladybug, welcome, and Marilyn, welcome. Thank y'all so much for coming by. But that's it. It's getting, like I said, back down into the darker part now, and of course it's so much bigger than it was to begin with. The darker part's not going to have as much up here. Being small, there was a lot of dark, but it's not going to be that much on the bottom. And I did take a little bit of the gray out of the end of the puff. The one I started with, I rolled up a little bit and then cut off just a little bit of the other one. So I've got enough of the gray, I think, to do just probably a little picot edging around the whole thing. So I just wanted a half circle shawl. I love that kind of shawl, and I really don't have that many. And so I just decided to find one and do it like I wanted it. So, hey Cheryl, welcome. Thanks so much for coming. Well, thank y'all so much. But hey Steve, good to see you tonight, and thanks for being here. And that's basically what I've got in this week and what I've been working on. I just whizzed through all that, didn't I? Y'all want to tell me what all y'all been doing? A few of you have said what you've been doing. Hey, Sue. And Melissa, sweet Melissa makes and more. Welcome, welcome, hon. How are you doing today? Christina, hey. Welcome, welcome. If y'all hadn't hit the thumbs up, I'd appreciate if you would. Thank y'all so much for being here. I'm going to quit just showing y'all the same yarn over and over and over. I've got on a kick where that's all I've been doing is buying up to Avalon. I've got several things I'm going to make with a lot of it. And then I've got some more stuff. I've got a bunch of squares still. I've made a few more squares out of the little minis. So I'll be putting some more blankets together with those. And how much sugar do I put? I'm terrible and love about a cup and a half. I like tea sweet. Then if it's not sweet enough, who has 18 whips? Ooh, Deb. Wow. Oh, a summer dress. I bet that's so pretty. Hey, y'all, if any of y'all have made the red velvet shawl that Laura and I made for Laura's copycat collab that she's been doing this month, if y'all have Facebook and are in my Facebook group, if you're not in my Facebook group and you have Facebook, come on over and join my Facebook group. It's linked down below in my description box. And if you do, if you've made it, come post it. Or if you've got Instagram, my Instagram's always linked below too. Post it on your Instagram and tag me and Laura in it. I would love to see, because the ones I've seen are just so beautiful. I mean, there's some people have made some of the most gorgeous ones, and I'd love to see them. Ginger starting the postcards with love, Cal. Okay. And Cheryl's made 2 baby blankets and a virus shawl. Wow. Yes, Lisa, you put a cup and a half of sugar in. Sweet tea's got to be sweet. And sometimes if that's not sweet enough, I'll add a little more, like I said. It's just the Oh, Laura Lee, you're frogging whips. You decided not to finish. Okay, well, I mean, you know. Oh, Teresa, you've got a hat knitted for your husband. He asked you for it. Well, good. So you're making it. It's Christina. Well, sometimes it kind of takes a while for us to get things done. So that's just, I never. Hey, Delphine, I didn't see you there. Welcome. Um, it seems like every now and then I can just sit down and start making something, and seems like it's whipped up in no time. And then other times I sit here and work and work and work and work and work and work and work. Seems like I'll never get finished with it, but that's just the way some things go, I think. So. Yes, Laura, you need to do better with the sugar. I know more sugar makes it better, but hey, Brenda Bear's Crochet Critters, welcome. But I've always I had to quit drinking sweet tea a year or so ago, but I've gotten bad. I went to drinking soft drinks. Of course, they were diet, and the Zero, I've been drinking Mountain Dew Zero, which I wouldn't think are very good for me, but I've got to get back. For years, I drank just water. When I was working out at our office, I always had one of the uh, water things where you could put a big jug of water in and have hot or cold water. So we always had cold water just to drink and, you know, to use if you wanted cold water, or in the summer, in the winter, we had hot water to make us either tea or hot chocolate or whatever we wanted. And I got really spoiled about just going and being able to have water all the time. And I had one here at the house forever too. And then we stopped getting the water and I had to buy bottled water, and then I thought, I'm buying so many bottles, but going to soft drinks wasn't helping anything. I'm buying so many bottles. At first I was drinking kind of half water and half soft drinks. Now I've gone to all soft drinks, so I've really got to stop that. That is not good for me. It's not, you know, water's about the best thing that we can drink because that just helps our whole body and all. Hi, Angela Mills and Becoming Me. Welcome, y'all. Thanks for coming by. And Miss Julia, hey, hello, and thank you so much for being here. Oh, we're never late. We just talking now. I've shown some of the same old yarn, I know. But I just had to get some of the Expression Fiber Arts pink cotton because I didn't want it to get gone without me having a little more. I start out buying a hank of 2 or 3 of the colors, and then I go back and buy a little more of it when I decide what colors I really want to make something out of. It's summer now up there. Really? Oh, goodness. Laura's still hollering at everybody because she wants to make sure y'all hear her. Y'all don't forget your thumbs up. I'll keep bugging you here right now to be sure and hit your thumbs up if you would, please. I guess the lady that, hey, Leanne's Craft Room, welcome. Leanne is in tomorrow. It's already Tuesday in Australia, isn't it, Leanne? And I just lost total track of what I was saying. Oh, the lady that taught, my sister taught me to crochet because there was a lady that she worked with when she was about 15 or 16. She started working at this little department store in town, and this lady that did the hemming of alterations in hemming, like when men bought suits, they sold everything. So she did anything and everything that needed sewing and that type of stuff. And so she would sit back in her little space where she did her sewing and she would crochet. And so my sister wanted to find out how to crochet. And so my sister then in turn, I wanted to find out how to crochet because she is crocheting. So I never thought about doing more than one thing at a time. I just always, but that's the kind of person I am. I start things. Hey, Esmeralda, thanks so much for coming by. I've got 1 or 2 other things going on, like with my squares and stuff like that, and that's fine. That don't bother me because I know I can then get, you know, whichever blanket I finally get enough squares of, I can put it together and have my next blanket that I'm making. But if I've got two big projects going, it just worries me to death. I have to then sit down with them one by one and get them finished, because I'll work on them one at a time for a while, but I can have a bigger project and a smaller project going, because I like to have, that's why I love making these squares, because I can make something small and get it done in a hurry. You know, I can make it sit here and make a granny square in no time. So that's great to have it, and then just stick it over in my, I've got them all in my big plastic bags, and then I can get them all out and put them together. And that doesn't bother me. But if I had a half-finished blanket over here that I was working on, that would drive me crazy. If I was then like doing my shawl, I would have to, after a few days of working back and forth, I'd have to stop and just start, finish one and then get the other one out and finish it. My mind just blows up. Y'all, my mind doesn't work very well anyway, so y'all know that if I had much going on in my brain at one time, it wouldn't compute too well. So you've got, that's the water in the madhouse now, Laura. Laura has her new house. Her big room is like a big place there she has now, where she's doing her crocheting and filming and getting her yarn all in there. I'm just sitting here reading. Yes, Laura Lee, that's too many whips, can't they? Just, either I end up just, putting one or two of them away, and then I'll forget about them, and then I'll think, I started something somewhere, and then I have been known to go pull it out, something that I stuffed away, and, work on it. But I don't like having too many. I can handle two. And if we get more than that, then it's a no-no. Hi, Joyce Swenson, Yarn Motivated. Oh, Cheryl, it's the first time you've done more than one. Well, when I started watching YouTube and, had several channels that I really liked and started watching them, and saw that people would talk about all of the whips that they had, and then I went over to Dee's channel. Dee, I love you to death, hon, but the first time Dee talked about all of her whips, I saw her, one day she had got some new yarn and she started making a shawl out of it. And the next day she had something else and she was making something else. Then she started talking, and I said, oh, that would drive me absolute crazy. I wouldn't be able to handle it. But Dee gets she has to get things occasionally done to show Laura FO that she has. So that's becoming me. Now, I know your name, but right now it's totally out of my mind. But you're knitting some rib socks. I wish I could knit. I just haven't ever stopped. I keep saying every year, this is going to be the year that I'm going to learn how to knit. But I haven't done it yet, so maybe one day. Yes, Laura has a nice big room. She has space to run around in, but she can't run around right now. that's strange how some people can, some people enjoy just starting, things and then they work on them as they get to them. And then some people, that's like me, 2 or 3. If I get over 2, y'all, I really, really it starts to bother me. And there's no reason to let it bother me. It's what I tell myself. There's no reason to get upset about this. Just sit down and, get them done. But I start worrying about it and I start thinking that I'm never going to, and it seems like when I'm crocheting then that I'm not doing anything. And, so like I said, I have to just stop and get one out and finish it and then get the other one out. Oh, Teresa, you've got the Phoenix whip hanging over your head. Yeah. That's one of my patterns. I've got a multitude of patterns and different things I'm going to do, but as long as I don't start them and just sit and go one day, and when I start them, I'll eventually get them done unless I just say no. Dee's fast at work. Dee, I love you to death, hon. But I'll never forget when I first started watching you that I had seen 2 or 3 people talk about their whips, but they didn't pull out, and you started, and I saw how many you actually had from the different ones that you were showing one day, and my mind just went. It was like, no, Dee, you can't do that. Hey, Purple Crochet with Dreamy, how are you doing, hon? Thanks so much for coming by. Mr. Knott's trying to navigate my room over here with my lights around. He's got to find a place to sit down in here. I've got him blocked out from his couch, so he got to it, so he's doing fine. Well, I'm not going to sit here and make y'all stay to the very end to make it an hour. We've been talking, and I appreciate y'all being here and talking with me and looking at my yarn with me. Y'all know I love showing y'all my yarn. But I appreciate y'all coming here. I appreciate y'all always being here on Monday nights. One thing I wanted to tell y'all, I've had several people, and since I haven't been doing that many just videos, but every time I do a video, it seems like someone always comes on and will say something about, oh, you made my day. You're always so happy and just, so bubbly, and I just love to come and, hear you. Well, I appreciate that so much more than y'all will ever know, because if I can make anybody feel better in their day, then, that's just really blesses me, because I just, the joy and the happiness I have, comes from, I guess, the love of Jesus Christ that I have, in my heart, and that's the way I believe, and that's the happiness I have, and I do my best to be happy. I'm not always happy, for sure, but, when I'm talking to y'all, I'm happy. I love all of y'all. Y'all just make my day, so I love all of y'all coming and being here on Monday, and the other times when I have occasionally filtered in a video or 2, and I will have another one with the copycat collab with Miss Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming. But I'm gonna let y'all go, and y'all know what you gotta do. Keep coming back, because I'm gonna be here as long as the good Lord's willing, and y'all know it. I love you all.